another reason to why we are starting off 0-2. It's a little unfortunate, but shit happens, and we just go through with it. I'm just following my rules. That's all it is. I know Archie understands that. I know the players do, even though they're frustrated about it. But in the end, we are all good. Should be getting this underway here, and it is looking like we will start things on off with the side of Strike X. If you guys are unaware, apparently bodies, from what I heard, are going to be shot within this series. So, yeah, stay tuned for that, because it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. It's looking like Nades here is just going to stay alive within the hard point. Try to find some more kills here out towards the point. He's going to do exactly that, as he does end up finding a few. We're seeing Celts here finding one as well. Make that now 2 in a row, as he's now going to make his way on forward. Should be able to get pushed on out, and Bane able to find 3 now in a row there on rotation. Finds a total of 4 in a row. We're seeing a 5-1 start here from Bane now on the map. We'll see if he can find any more kills out towards the top. He is going to spot Impulse and get that kill. So now 5 in a row here for him. Now we're going to see if he can find the 6. He does exactly that now already with streaks in his hand. We'll see if he can maybe get this 7th kill here. Out towards this church side. He knows at least one's going to be out towards the front. He's going to spot Impulse there and find that 7th kill. Great stuff there. Now 8-1. He's now helped his team build up a pretty convincing lead here already within the map, up by a good 30 points. We'll see now if Celts can find any, or is it Celts? I'm not too sure. I'm predicting a 3-2. I mean, I wouldn't disagree with you. I thought this would be a 3-0, but again, with the whole lateness or whatever, I guess it's called, yeah. It should be a 3-0 in my opinion, but I'm just following rules. In the end, Celts is able to find now 2 in a row. It's now 5-3 start here for him. See here if Celts can find anything out on the rotation, as he's now going to get out towards P5, but Bane again on 3 in a row will find those kills. We're going to be seeing Celts here on 3 in a row as well. See what these players on rotation end up doing, as it is looking like it's just a matter of time here for Celts to get on over. He's now going to be just playing his life on this fountain. He's going to pop on up, try to find one of these few players there out towards this alley, and it's looking like he is going to spot Limits. He's going to find that kill. Courtesy now finding 3. We're going to be seeing Nades finding 3. Make that now a combined 7 here from Courtesy and Nades, as they're starting to go on streaks of their own. Courtesy just locking down that back spawn area, waiting to find a few more kills. He is going to take up one player there and get that kill to pick up that 5th kill and get himself at least a glide bomb in his favor here as well. So great stuff from Courtesy himself. I'll see here what these players out towards Old can do. We should be seeing rotations starting to go on down between both of these rosters. It's just looking like Limits and Easy here going to be playing Old for the likes of Militia. We're now just going to be waiting to see how they approach this hill. They are finding themselves down by over 50 points here on the map. Looking like Easy here at Old is going to find 1 Lance now on 3 in a row. Will end up dropping there as well. We're going to be seeing Impulse here, just playing his life out towards the bottom of this P5 hill. Again, this is the 5th and final hill of this first rotation. Seeing here if he can find another. It's unfortunate that he can't, because Bane now finding himself on 2 in a row again is going to be looking to find some more kills here out towards mid-map, as he knows these players can be pushing from here. He's going to find 1 there and Limit, spot him Church. He's now going to make his way out towards Church here as well, and it's actually going to be P4. I don't know why I said P5 earlier, guys, but alright. Bane will find 1 out towards mid. He's going to spot a 2nd there as well. Lands some nice shots there, but his teammate there in Celts able to find now 2, make that 3 in a row. 13-6 here on the map. We'll see what these players opt to do as they make their way out towards the right-hand side of this map. Something like Impulse will end up dropping. No, Impulse gets that kill. Okay, oh my god, I had my players mixed up there for a second. But Celts now 13-7 on the map is going to try and find some kills out towards New. So it is looking like he is just going to spot there Easy and I believe 1 other player, but Easy getting the better of him on the map so far. So we should be seeing some hill time now in favor of Militia. They're starting to rack up a decent chunk of it here currently. It's looking like Bane's stun will come on in there and find a kill. Now 17-7. We'll see here if he finds another, and he is going to do exactly that. So now we're going to be seeing Courtesy as well. Limits able to find a 1. See here if he can find another. He cannot, as his teammate there in Lance does find that 1 kill. Celts, however, will start to find some kills. Now making his way up towards the stairs. He's going to land of that first, get the 2nd, and he's now got 3 there as well. Going to be a clean little wipe here from the likes of Strike X as they've came in here firing on all cylinders. It is looking like Limits and Lance will find some kills of their own on the side of Militia, but it could be maybe just a little too late already here within the map. They already are down by 100 points. Strike X not letting off the gas here anytime soon as well. So I think with that being said, I think it's about time we send it to a quick little listen in here with the likes of Strike X.
I'm dead.
I'll pick up mid. I'll help you pick up
I'm
mid.
shaping on their side. I'm shaping running their side.
Okay, you're good. Go.
One's church.
mid.
One's
Look at bottom.
bottom church. He ran.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's gonna go top.
If he comes to you, he's dead.
Top church, dead.
I got one.
Bottom, dead.
I still have a glide bomb.
I'm trying to flank church. I'm flanking
Got
church.
mid.
He's top on you.
Yeah.
Top church. Weak.
Got
Nice.
top.
No, dude, one's going top church right now. I got bad timing.
Their
Fuck.
side.
Top church, guys.
Their side weak.
I don't.
I got one their side.
Watch
Got
bottom
one
church.
Got them both.
I'm gonna hit P5. I'm gonna rotate P5.
Looking their side. I'm looking their side.
I don't see nothing middle. I'm going P5.
Yeah, I'm gonna rotate through church, bro.
They're still challenging me, I think.
Yeah, one's here.
I'm gonna go
I
right
like-
with you. Wait for me, right?
Oh, he fuck. He's
I got
close to me.
P5
bro.
right
Just
there.
get there, yeah. Just get there.
Let's get there.
I'll come.
I spawned out
That's three
still.
in the
I
back,
spawned out.
guys. Okay,
I
one's
spawned
out.
deep.
One's out. Wait, one spawned out. What the fuck? I got one of the.
Already back here. I'm gonna streak. I'm gonna streak off spawn.
He's one more guy behind the tree, guys.
Streaking off spawn.
I need it on my.
One's in mid.
Need it on.
Bottom, in the
He's dead.
arches.
He's dead.
One arches. Last guy arches. I can kill him. They won.
Church dead.
Bottom church. Oh.
I still spawned out.
sitting in the
Bottom
corner.
church dead. Bottom church
That's not
dead.
him. He's in the back.
In the back.
He's dead.
We're in the back. There's no one.
They spawned out. I think no,
No,
that's
you
it.
killed him. You
I
killed him.
got
Get
that.
down.
I got you,
One
bottom
top. One
Main
top.
top.
Maybe I'm sending top.
Up top, weak, Lance.
I'm gonna
Top
pinch.
radio.
I'm
I'm
gonna
nading.
Still alive,
Top
still alive,
radio.
still alive.
pinch your radio. Stay alive. I got you.
Oh, you jumped out. Done.
Yeah, go be your church now.
Side church. Done.
I'm gonna
Shit.
pick up the back. I'm gonna
Wait,
go
I'll
to church.
finish.
I'm gonna yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing out church here.
No, he's middle alley on church.
Got him. I got him.
I'm gonna pop my glide.
He's in
glide.
church. I might be hitting in front.
Actually, no, I'm gonna wait just in case.
Yeah,
you
top.
don't- Yo, mid alley. Weak.
Top railings on you, railings.
Watch out,
I can kill
railings
him.
so
I got him.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, our side church.
I got. We don't do
No,
it.
bro. We don't win off it.
Well, as you can see there, the comms are super composed. These guys are kind of just chilling on the map so far. They are looking to take this map 3 win again. I didn't personally want to forfeit them those first 2 maps because I know how good of a team they are and what they are capable of, but just following my rules as they have to start off down 0-2 here. If I maybe would have heard from one of the players sooner, I guess it would have been fine, but a little unfortunate there. But nonetheless, they're just going to come on in. They're going to fry here in this map 3, get themselves on the board here, and well, at least bring them 1 map closer here to tying up the series. Again, guys, if you don't know, I follow my rules to a T, so I don't really let up on it. But we are going to be seeing that map win right there. We are just now kind of waiting here on this next live to get set on up. But if you guys are unaware, Bane and Nades took 2nd in our last league. I believe losing to Killfeed and Des and a few others. I forget the other 2 on the team. But Nades and Courtesy both, again, took 2nd there in the last league. And I don't think Bane was on the team. I'm pretty sure he wasn't, but he could have subbed for them at one point, so he might have been on that 2nd place team. But I know Celts for them, I don't think was either. So yeah, I don't even remember, to be honest. But they've placed good within my leagues. They placed good in our MW league as well. I think they took top 3 in that. So it was super fun. I think that was what, Nades, Courtesy, and then I think, oh god, there's a few other MW players that were on that team. They're actually pretty decent, but they placed top 3 in that as well. So they've done good in my leagues. I didn't see them throughout most of Cold War or our BO4 throwback, so a little unfortunate there. We went a little time without seeing them, but they're back and they're frying. They're, in my opinion, probably a top 5 team within the league itself. I'd probably put like Flames, Juju, Stolly, at least those 3 rosters ahead of them, and then I think that's really all I would put ahead of them right now. There might be one other, but I can't think off the top of my head. But there's a lot of good teams in this season, and I definitely think, oh, Gus & Co. would probably be the other one I put up there. That was the other one. But yeah, definitely a top 5 team in my opinion, and I definitely think it'll end up that way for them as well. So we're just now going to try to join back on up here. Shout out to everyone who's following the channel as well. We are getting close to 300 followers already. Getting close to affiliate too, so you know, gotta love that, right? I think we should be hitting that soon. We've already had almost 1,400 views total on the channel too, so a little analytical side of things just for you guys to talk about. But right now we are going to just wait here on this next map to get set on up. I don't remember what the maps exactly are, but we will patiently await this next map to get underway here. But for now, we'll send it on over to a quick little break, and I'll be back here shortly. Alrighty, here next map is now going to get underway. You're seeing Strike X there on the left hand side of your screen as we get that dot updated to tell you what the map count is. Alright, we're seeing this map 4 now underway. Bane able to pick up first blood there before dropping. Immediately traded on out there as Lance and Limits both find kills. Courtesy finding one there as well. He's now going to make his way out towards the back. Spot one player there. Celts able to clean that on up as I believe he took down Courtesy there as well. So a little unfortunate taking down your own teammate, but in the end, they still keep control here of the good spawns, and they're starting to make their way on out here towards this point. Lance is able to find now 2 here on the map. Nade's able to find 1 there as well. See here now if Nades can find anything else as he starts to rotate on out towards this bridge, jump up as he's planning to at least contest this hill here and find a few kills. He's not going to spot anyone coming off of spawn. He's just now going to play his life. However, on the other side, Lance looking to hunt down a kill here at New and Easy. Able to find now 2 here in a row. See if he can maybe find a third out towards the back as Courtesy is going to be a player. He has to chow, but he cannot. He gets caught switching weapons there and will end up dropping. Nades back on the side of Strike X will find himself here on 3 in a row. He's 2 kills away here from streaks. Can he maybe pick these on up? That's the question here at hand, and he's just playing it smart. He's playing it patient, I believe. He saw one player cross. He's going to get behind this player, land those shots, and get the kill. Now knows that there's a player behind him. He's got an Ego Childish there, and he cannot finish that kill on off. However, his teammates are already set up on the hill. They are finding these kills, and they're now going to try and find a few more. Easy 4 and 5 on the map. Going to try and locate a few more players here within the hard point. Nades on now 1. We'll try to find a second there. He cannot. So he's going to just now die and have to rotate to new off of this spawn, as there is only 10 seconds now left, which you should do in general if you ever die within 15-20 seconds. Just rotate on out, get there towards new. Rotations can be key on a map. This map maybe not as key, as if you don't get out towards the top from one team, then you're kind of making it more hectic and everyone can kind of just fly on through. There's a lot of different angles you can hit on this map where you don't necessarily have to be set on up. Yes, the initial setup could be good, but if you're a good team at breaking, this is the map to be a breaking type of team on. For now, Impulse here sitting at 4 and 6 is going to try and find a player there in the hill, and he actually found one in Bane, who is one shot. He literally just shoots a bullet and gets that kill, so he does find that. South here on the rotation will find one. He's going to try to find a second, but Impulse there ready and waiting to find that kill, as he's now going to find himself here at 6 and 8 on the map. See here if the likes of Militia can continue the little momentum they have going here in the map so far. It is looking like Lance, Limits, and Courtesy all finding kills here for their teams. Easy able to find another there as well, sitting at 8 and 8. A little bit closer of a game here in that slaying category, at least early on, as Easy's really having a solid map here, now sitting at 9 and 8. His teammate there, Lance, as well, sitting at 10 and 8. The other two a little bit behind, but things are super tightly contested. There's only about 8 points separating these two rosters. Nades trying to stay alive in that hard point will not be able to there, as he does end up dropping. Celts around the back is now going to try and find a few kills as he starts to move towards this hard point. He's going to spot one there out towards the front, tries to land little shots. His teammate, however, cleans that on up, so he doesn't have to do much of anything there. Are now going to be seeing if Impulse and Lance can find some kills. It's looking like they will not be able to do so, as Limits and Easy now are going to try and find a few more kills. It's looking like Celts is going to try to find another one there. He's not going to be able to do so, as he does end up dropping. We now have Courtesy here out towards a bottom. Grandma's trying to find a few kills out towards mid. Militia hosting map 4. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know who the hosts are right now. That'd be a question to ask the players for sure. I think it's going to go back and forth throughout the entire series of map hosting, so at least I think. No. Whoever the home team is going to host map 4 and 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then 2, 3 is by the away team. I don't know who the away team and the home team are for this. I'd have to double check on that, but right now, Nades, Bane, Celts all finding kills, and I predetermined that Nades kill because I knew he'd get that kill. The dude is nasty with the sub in his hand. We'll see here if he can find your kills there out towards that outer tree. It's looking like one player there in Limits. Let's now try to start and make his way on over here towards this hard point, as he's now going to make it on in here. We'll see here if Easy can find any kills. He cannot, as I tried to switch on over to him. He dropped there for his team. Impulse and Lance now trying to just stay on alive and trying to find a few kills here within this mid-hut area. Like Impulse is going to go through, but he's going to get taken on down there, as Celts is able to find that kill and now get on into this hard point. Again, they are down by just 2 points here in the map, but they're going to get on into this point and start to find some kills. And Bane here now on 2 in a row will end up dropping there as well. Well, as we see these rotations, holy, go on down. We've seen a slight little edge here in favor of Militia. Again, control for P2 will be huge, as it's typically the money hill on this map. I think on this map alone, I think P2 is probably the better of the two. So right now we are going to be seeing if Bane here is going to find any kills out towards P2. Again, rotations have gone down P2 this money hill. I would say, at least on this map, maybe P3 at times, and sometimes P4, but I think the main money hill here is going to be P2. Bane able to find that first. He's going to pre-fire the second. He cannot find a third. There's Easy. Somehow snuck on through and got out towards the back, and he's now just going to be playing his life here inside of the hard point. He's now going to try to rack up some hill time here, as he's going to be sitting at 14 and 15 on the map. Impulse is going to be able to find one here, sitting at 13 and 19. A few of these players struggling, but they are racking up that hill time, so would love to personally see the likes of Strike X at least start to find some more hill time throughout the map, because they are finding what seems to be almost all the kills here right now in their favor. It's just a matter of getting on into that point, racking up the time. In the end, you're going to need the time to win the map, so why not get in it if you're already getting the kills? Limits and Impulse able to find some kills there, but right now, again, it's just coming down to the fact that Strike X is really just not playing the hill as well as they did last map, and I mean, they have the numbers in their favor slaying-wise, so hopefully they can turn that on around and get that going there for them. As we sit here and watch, we are actually going to send it on over to a quick little listen in here with the likes of Militia.
In front, one shot. Hard right limits.
Oh, I got the kid in the back.
Okay, yup.
He's hard right. In front of window. He's pushing up the mid.
Back right. He's already
Pushing
back
up the front.
right.
He's weak.
Close.
It's fine. Just hit this together.
I'm pushing this right.
Left side, S&D dead.
One back right.
Push in. 3 left.
Done in house. Done in house.
20 seconds on this place.
Close left. Nice.
Nah, front and
Got him.
side. In front.
There's one shot point. He's right in front of the window. Play new. Good job. That's 3. Play new.
I'm going
That's
back.
4.
I'm playing top barn.
Spawn
Somebody play
watching
barn.
river.
One's tools already
Top,
tools.
top.
He's
I'm sitting hard left. Dead.
One is tools.
He's already
Gotta
hard
get his
left.
zone.
He's on our.
Already
He's in the hill, guys.
Who's watching hard left, bro? Got him hard left. Got him hard left.
Stay up.
Watching hard left.
One's mid, back right, back right, back
Top
right.
point, and one's right side.
So the comm's a little bit hectic, I would at least say here so far in the map. A lot of frustration on a few plays there, like how players got through, like who's watching that. You heard it there from one of the players, and again, a little frustration there from a few of them. So hopefully that doesn't affect their gameplay here as they move along within this map, because they're right on into it. They're only down by 25 points here at the moment, which for me is kind of a shocker due to the fact that they're getting outplayed by a decent margin. I mean, what, at least 16, 22, you subtract the 4, they're getting outplayed by 18 at least here on the map right now. Try to do that math real quick there, but did not go good. My brain's not necessarily working on the math end of things. But again, they are right on into this game, only down by 20 points. They're getting outplayed by a lot. They're playing the hill better. So they're not necessarily finding all the kills that they need to find to get the hill time. They're just honestly getting in the hill. This map could have easily been closed out sooner there by Strike X, but again, comes down to getting that hill time and ensuring yourselves a map win. But right now, Nate's going to try to make his way on over there towards that point. His teammate's actually going to get posted on up in there. We'll see here if Nate can maybe find this kill watching over his teammate. He is going to do that. That should be 4 down as well. The 2 players coming off the spawn a little bit earlier than the others, as they did actually end up getting 2 down, and then what, like a 2-second break there, and then the other 2 went down. So for now, Celts here with 2 in a row in his name. We'll try to work towards streak courtesy, and I believe Nades both have glide bombs to their name as well. So this game starting to get a little bit away from the likes of Militia, as we are seeing them starting to slowly slow down here within this map, as in like getting the hill time and not getting much of anything. They're not getting too many kills here as of late. No heal time in their favor, so it's kind of been a rough 2 minutes here on the, or not, minute and a half, 2 minutes almost on the map. We'll now see here if the likes of Strike X can close things on out within this hard point. It is looking like they spot Impulse there on the cross. They are going to find that kill again. 2 streaks here in favor of Strike X, as they could opt to use those anytime that they want, which they'll probably use to retake a site if anything, because they don't really need to do anything with them at the moment. Nate's sitting inside this hard point is now going to see if he can find a player there out towards the edge. He's actually not going to be able to do so. He ends up dropping there. We'll see now if Bane can maybe find a kill within the hill. I wouldn't doubt it if we saw maybe a streak come in here just to help them on rotation possibly, but it's just looking like they're saving it just in case they need it here on this point. Nades now going to be trying to find this kill out towards the back of barn. He's going to do exactly that. It's looking like, I believe, one of these streaks from courtesy came on in. As he drops, he's going to take out that player who sat inside that point. He's going to help his team get a few more seconds here, but the likes of Militia starting to bring it back just a little bit here in their favor, as they're starting to get some hill time there. But as soon as I say that, Bane goes on 3. He will end up dropping. Should be seeing another streak come on in there, as well as Nades is going to find 1. Courtesy finding another as well. They just need to get this player off the hill, and they should be able to get these last few seconds, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So now see them take that map win and get themselves tied up here at 2 apiece in this series. Great stuff there from them as they're now going to force that map 5. Again, if you guys are now just tuning on in, we had Strike X actually forfeiting the first 2 as they were not on in time, like didn't show up to the respective time. So with our no-show rules, you get that 15 and you get an extra 5 per map. So the first 2 unfortunately end up in an FF, and yeah, that's how that goes. For now, we are going to be waiting here on this next map to load on up. So kind of what I expected from Strike X and them winning respawns. Again, it probably would have been a 3-1, 3-0 if they started the series from scratch. But they are right now just sitting here tied up at 2 apiece going into map 5, which is looking like a Tuscan hardpoint here in map 5. So we'll send it actually on over to a quick little break here as we now await this next lobby to get sent on up. Alrighty, here we're going to head on into our search and destroy on the night. This is technically going to be a map 5, and it's looking like we got an early lobby close. So I'll try to rejoin back on up. I don't know if it was just me or what, but yeah. We're gonna try to load back on up. We've been having issues in search and destroy as well with caster causing scan and repair, so just be aware of that because it's been very, very annoying. Trying to wait to see who is hosting this lobby here. Trying to join on up now, as you can see on screen here. So we'll kind of wait here patiently. That's our goal right now, is to wait here patiently, and we clicked on the wrong one, and get back on into this lobby here. So we're going to close out of that here, get over to caster, and boom, let's get it. But yeah, 2-2 map count here so far within this series. We'll see which team can take the dub here again. I personally think this would have probably been a 3-0 if it actually played out the way I thought it would, but again, with those two first maps being FF'd, it's a little different than I was expecting, because again, I do think the Strike X roster is actually top 5 in the league, at least from a team perspective, so I was definitely thinking that it would be a 3-0, but again, that FF came in, so I guess technically they're getting a reverse sweep here on the night. I guess you can say that. So yeah, I mean, it's a technical sweep, reverse sweep, so we'll see how this map plays on out here, as now we're going to be seeing Impulse out towards the bottom of Church, just playing his life. Not looking like he's going to be able to find anything here early on. It's just a lot of shots going on down between these two rosters, but again, we do have a lot of issues here with search and destroy from a casting standpoint, so just know if we do get scan and repair, we will just try to find a player's stream, and well, they all linked it, so we'll just hop into one of their streams and then watch the rest of the map from there. But right now it is looking like Bane is going to be left here in a 1v3 to find all three of these players to clutch on up. He's going to reach out limits there, and he's going to end up dropping in the end. So we're now going to be seeing a 1-0 edge here in favor of Militia, as they get that bomb on down, and they kind of just kept control. Don't call it an upset. I don't think anyone would, but the next round should be getting underway here momentarily, as we're just now waiting here on everything to load on up. Bada bang, bada boom, we now have it up, and we're now going to see here if Strike X can answer on back, as they are finding themselves down 1-0 here in the map. It's looking like we're going to be seeing some patient plays here from Bane, just hopping up, trying to peek through the boards. He's going to find that first blood for his team, but it is going to be traded on out. We're now going to be seeing this bomb planted here as well. We'll see if Celts can maybe find a kill here, as Nades does find one, so now a 3v2 in their favor. Again, I don't know why that bomb lights up like it does for Caster. It's a little annoying and very, very bright. So, yeah, just ignore it. But Celts able to find one right there, leaving Lance now in a 1v3. He's going to have to find all three players in a quick session, which most likely will not happen. So all Strike X has to do is just check bomb and make sure to get them off of it, and they do a great job there. They clutch on up, they find the kills, and that will be now a side up round count here at 1 apiece. Shout out to everyone who is following on the night as well. Y'all are greatly appreciated. We are again getting close to 275 here on the channel. Not too bad for the first week of just WWL action. I mean, we're a week from today. That's literally, it's been a week, and I just dropped that a little early, my bad. Now we can put it up. But we're a week into it, and we're getting hella support already. You'll love to see that. But right now we are going to be seeing a tied up game here at 1 apiece. I believe, did DC just stun his teammate? I think he did. I'm not too sure though. We're seeing these players now making their way on forward as they're checking every corner possible. Celts able to find our first blood there. He's going to land some nice shots on to that player who did already cross. He should now, however, have help from a teammate there, and I believe it is Nades. So all they have to do now is just play this properly and play for the trade if Nades stayed with them, which he did not, so that player will actually just back on up. So for now, see here if Celts can maybe find this kill, or maybe even Nades here in the back, who is actually going to find that kill, and that's actually going to be bombed down as well. Not quite sure what number 4 there and Lance was doing with the bomb, but alright, like again, I don't understand that whatsoever, but Nades has this last player behind him. He's just going to stay on up, as that player's presence is now known. We'll be seeing this rotation go on down, and it's looking like Courtesy's actually going to get in that gunfight there with them. That's going to be the round win there, and a 2-1 edge here now in favor of Strike X. Alrighty here. We're now going to get on into this next round. Again, we have this 2-1 edge in favor of Strike X. We'll see here if they can build on that here as we start to move on forward. It is looking like, as of right now, Courtesy is going to be sitting at 1 and 2 on the map. We did find that crucial last kill of that last round here, but Nades is now going to be this player to really watch here on the side of Strike X. At least I would say, at least from a search and destroy standpoint, from what I remember in the last 2 titles, he's actually been one of the better amateurs within Search and Destroy, so I'm kind of excited to see what he does here throughout this season of Search. Got Celts here, a new player to me at least, who's going to end up finding those last 2 kills, and that's going to be a round win there in favor of Strike X, which will now give them this 3-1 lead here in this map 5. I'll load up into this next round here as well. We'll see here which team can come out on SAP. It's looking like we will be seeing that 3-1 edge here again, still in favor of Strike X, but we also will be seeing Nades and Celts here still on streaks. Celts, however, on 5 in a row is going to call in this glide bomb, and it might be the perfect timing for that intel on all the players to his teammates. Celts able to find 1. Now see here if Celts can find another. So we're starting to see him now make his way on out towards the top. It is just looking like he is going to play this just a little bit patient, trying to maybe find another streak there. Not going to have to there. His teammate ends up finding that last kill. My mouse just completely vanished, but he's now going to help his team by getting a 4th round win here. Nades again finding that last kill there of the round. They're now going to again jump out to that 4-1 lead. Great caster, your goat for that. Nomad is going good. Just the start of the night. Literally just got back from my house and then set up my stuff to be hit up for about 6 different matches tonight, and I could grab 4 and then 1 got rescheduled. It's kind of been, these last few days of gathering matches has kind of been a pain. I will say that much at least, because a lot of reschedules. But team name coming in here is going to result in a kill there in Celt's favor. You love to see that. They work in tandem there to find that kill. Another streak's going to come on in here as Nades actually picked up a glide, and he's actually going to fit it through that door and hit that player. It's now going to be a 3v2 here in this round, as that helps them get the numbers here. Celts is now going to be putting this bomb on down. Like he'll get this down safely and get away with his life as well. So great stuff there. Combined 14 in a row for Celts and Nades, as I mean Courtesy and Bane really aren't having to do all that much. Combining for 4 here in the map. Impulse is now going to be that last alive as Celts now finds his 8th in a row. We'll see here if he can find another kill there, and he's actually not going to have to. I believe actually Nades found that last kill, so they're both going to combine for 16 in a row as they go up 5-1 here now in this map. We're now going to get on into this next round. Again, a 5-1 edge already here in favor of Strike X, only losing that first round. Ever since then, they have completely just dominated. That's all there is to it. Well, we'll get this graphic up on the screen for you guys. I almost forgot about that. And we'll kind of see if these players can continue. I know we kept it on them for the majority of the stream, but I mean, they're both popping off. What else can I really do here? They both have full streaks. They're both now just trying to really just use those effectively and make sure that they win this round and close the map on out. Easy will find himself in a little bit of a pickle there, as Nades is now going to end up finding that last kill. Bane on 3 in a row here as well. Now going to shoot some bodies there, as I believe he found 3 of those last 4, and that lobby will actually end up being closed due to a rage quit there, and that's going to be a 3-2 win there in favor of Strike X. So kind of what I was expecting, which would be Strike X, you know, winning the series ideally. In a sense, technically it was a 3-0, but it wasn't because of the first 2 maps being forfeited, but definitely expected that to be the result overall. So not a surprise, to me at least, to me. Again, a top 5 team in my honest opinion, so it's kind of how I think, at least. I think there's 3 or 4 other teams that could be better, and they could possibly still beat, so we'll kind of see how that goes when it comes to playoffs. This should be a playoff team. I know it's still early, because that's only their 2nd win here in pools, but they definitely should end up making playoffs. But that is going to do it here from this match. I believe we have another one here in 20 minutes. We'll keep the stream on up just for now, and then we'll be back here.